Hello everyone. Our next point in a aldehyde and ketones. So next point is a nucleophilic addition reaction. The pi electrons pull strongly toward the oxygen due to the negative charge which is present on the oxygen. The oxygen is a electron rich and carbonyl carbon is a electron deficient nuclei. It can attack on a carbonylic carbon which undergo nucleophilic addition reaction. The electron deficient and electrophilic double and triple bonds of pi bond which react with a electron rich reactant which is also known as nucleophile with the disappearance of a double bond and formation of a 2 sigma bond. Next is a aldehyde is a more reactive than the ketone due to the following effect. So first effect is a inductive effect. Alkyl group is a electron donating in nature and decreases the reactivity toward the nucleophilic addition reaction. The alkyl group have plus I effect and the electron releasing tendency to destabilizing the transition state by increasing the negative charge on oxygen. Aldehyde contain only an alkyl group while the ketone have two alkyl group. So the ketones are a more destabilized. More alkyl group, less the reactivity of the compound. That's why the aldehyde is a more reactive than the ketone. So here's the aldehyde having a one alkyl group and ketone which has a two alkyl group. Oxygen is a electron rich, carbon is a electron donating and destabilized due to the alkyl group which is present on both sides in ketone and in aldehyde only on one side. Next effect is a steric effect. More the number of alkyl group, bigger the difficulty for attacking of nuclei. More the alkyl group attached to the carbonyl carbon, the more crowded region occurs surrounding the carbonyl carbon. That's why here's the formation of the transition state is a difficult. So the formation of a transition state easier in a aldehyde as compared to the ketone due to the bulky group presence of a alkyl group in a ketone. The nucleophilic addition reaction. Next one is the nucleophilic addition reaction. So reaction for both aldehyde and ketone. First reaction is a addition of sodium by sulfite. All carbonyl compound which react with a saturated solution of sodium bisulfite in which the carbonyl carbon get bound to the sulfur atom of the nucleophile. At the end of this reaction, the addition product get precipitate out. So the firstly, if it react with a aldehyde or ketone in the presence of sodium bisulfite with a water, formation of a sodium bisulfite additional compound. So here's the R dash is H or CH3. If H it act as an aldehyde, if CH3 it act as an ketone. Next reaction is the addition of hydrogen cyanide. The reaction of hydrogen or ketone with a hydrogen cyanide, formation of cyanohydrin. Here's the aldehyde and ketone react with a hydrocyanide in the presence of cyanide, formation of a cyanohydrine. The cyanide group which attack to the carbonyl carbon and break the double bond which is formed with the oxygen. So the next reaction is the addition of a Grignard reagent. The Grignard reagent which one reaction with the alkyl aldehyde form the addition of product which decomposition by the water gives the alcohol. So firstly aldehyde or ketone which react with a Grignard reagent are MgX. Additional product is formed which on hydrolysis it gives the alcohol. Formaldehyde gives the primary alcohol and other aldehydes gives the secondary alcohol. The formaldehyde gives the primary alcohol and the other aldehydes give the secondary alcohol, and the ketone which gives the tertiary alcohol undergo the Grignard reagent reaction. Next reaction is the addition of alcohol. When product react with a one molecule of alcohol in the presence of acid catalyst to the aldehyde is called hemiacetal, while the two molecules of alcohol react with the aldehyde, then it called as a acetal. The hemicatal and catal is a term related to the ketone when it react with the alcohol. So the firstly aldehyde react with the one molecule of alcohol, the formation of a hemiacetal. Again it react with the one molecule of alcohol, the formation of a acetal. The reaction forms hemiacetal and acetal with the aldehyde. The reaction when with the ketone, one molecule of alcohol, it gives hemicatal, and which one again react with a one molecule of alcohol, it gives the catal. Next reaction is the addition of ammonia. Aldehyde react with a ammonia to form a additional product which are unstable and loses the water that form the aldimines, which further get polymerized the ketone, they form a complex polymer with a ammonia. So the aldehyde which react with ammonia, here's the formation of a imine. Next reaction is a addition of hydrazine. The reaction of aldehyde or ketone with a hydrazine gives the hydrazone. So firstly the reaction of aldehyde or ketone with a hydrazine, it gives the hydrazone and removal of the water molecule. Next reaction is a reduction. Carbonyl compound get easily reduced by the using the reducing agent. The aldehyde reduced to the primary alcohol, while the ketone reduced, it gives the secondary alcohol. Here's the reducing agent is used is a lithium aluminum hydride and sodium borohydride in the presence of catalyst nickel platinum palladium. So firstly aldehyde when undergo reduction by reducing agent, it gives the ethanol. When ketone react undergo reduction in the presence of catalyst, it gives 2-propanol. So next reaction is a Meerwein-Ponder-Burley reaction. The reaction of ketone or aldehyde with the alcohol in the presence of isopropoxide gives the alcohol and ketone. Here's the aldehyde which react with a one molecule of alcohol in the presence of isopropoxide or the openor oxidol. It gives the it gives the ketone and the alcohol. So next reaction is a Clemmensen reduction reaction. Aldehyde or ketone on reaction with a zinc amalgam and concentrated HCl, it forms the alkane. So aldehyde and ketone which react with a zinc amalgam in the presence of concentrated HCl, it gives the alkane, which alkane is a pentanone. Next reaction is a oxidation. Aldehyde and ketone have the different behavior toward the oxidizing agent. The aldehyde get oxidized by the mild oxidizing agent. It forms the carboxylic acid having a same number of carbon atom. This is due to the fact of aldehyde have a free hydrogen atom attached to the carbonyl carbon, and ketone do not have any free hydrogen. They resist the oxidation and get oxidized under the extreme condition. So firstly the oxidation of aldehyde, oxidizing agent like potassium permanganate, chloric acid and dilute nitric acid get oxidize the aldehyde into the acid. So the oxidation of aldehyde in this oxidizing agent like potassium permanganate, chromic acid, dilute nitric acid that oxidize the aldehyde into the acids. The aldehydes get easily oxidized, so act as a strong reducing agent. The aldehyde easily reduces the Tollens reagent, forms the silver ammonium complex which get reduced to metallic silver, which gets deposits as a silver mirror on a side of a test tube. So it is known as a silver mirror test. When the aldehyde which react with a Tollens reagent, it gives the silver mirror taste. Next is a aldehyde also reduces the Fehling's solution by the formation of the and also with a Benedict solution, the reduction of a blue color of cupric ion get discharged and the red ppt of cuprous oxide is formed with the Fehling's and the Benedict solution. So next is a oxidation of a ketone. The oxidation of ketone by using the oxidizing agent is a KMnO4 and concentrated nitric acid that gives the acids. So the acid ketone react with a concentrated nitric acid and KMnO4, it gives the carboxylic acid. Next reaction is a haloforms reaction. It involves the reaction of methyl ketone with a halogen in aqueous sodium hydroxide. The ketone get oxidized to form a sodium salt of acid and haloform is produced. So the methyl ketone is react with a in the presence of a bromide and the NaOH, it gives the salt of ketone and the bromo form, which is a haloform of a bromine. So here's the aldehyde and ketones chapters is completed. So we stop here.